just immediately shot myself in the foot. Forgot what the whole plan was.
Yeah, hold
What's up,
on.
internet? Hold on, before we even do the intro,
gonna
let's make
do
sure our
sound
audio
check.
levels are good. Yeah, let's do a quick sound check. What's up, everyone who's not watching, because we have no viewers right now. But what's up? Make sure
What's
to
up?
cut this out of the video.
Oh, I will. Yeah, we're good. I heard it right now. We're
Okay,
both
good. We're good? Audio's
Okay.
good? Fantastic. All right,
Yeah.
let's get into this. What's up, internet? You're listening to 89.9 The Void, your late night dose of Reddit nonsense and gaming brain rot.
We read the posts, so you don't have to. And sometimes wish we didn't.
All right, let's dive in before the algorithm finds out that we're self-aware. And today we're reading some creepypastas from r/nosleep. Take it away, my boy.
100%. This one's called I Used to Love Pranking My Sister by user Words of the Night. And just real quick tangent to give the shout out. It looks like they've written 3 other stories on r/nosleep. All pretty good upvotes, so we'll see. This used to be one of my favorites, so let's dive right in. I used to love pranking my sister. Since as long as I can remember, I've tried to prank my sister. She's 3 years older than me, so I always felt so clever, giving her a good scare. It made me feel like I wasn't the little baby, like I could play with the big kids just fine. That I could be included. I'd hide in the pantry when I overheard her ask Mom for a snack. Get it yourself, Lizzie. You're a big girl now. I'd wait, and as soon as she swung the door open, gotcha! Ah, Dylan, stop! Mom, Dylan scared me again. Oh, Dylan, be nice. Okay, Mom. I'd wait behind doors and lurk around corners, sometimes for at least an hour, just waiting and listening, always ready to jump out on her. Gotcha! Mom, make Dylan stop it. Dill, Lizzie said enough. Okay, Mom.
Hold on, before you continue, I just gotta
Yeah.
say, I think I know where this story is going. He's gonna scare her, and then she's immediately gonna, she's gonna be at the top of the stairs, he's gonna fall down and break her neck.
That's an interesting hypothesis.
That's it, isn't it? I fucking nailed it, didn't I?
I remember what's going on in the story. You know
I
what?
fucking nailed it.
Is that your is that your trap card right there?
Yeah,
that's
that's my bear trap, as they like to say on what was it? Creepcast. Thank you.
100%.
I was gonna say Soulcast, but I was like, that's not right.
They're gonna say it on Soul Train. Oh my god!
I fucking love if they said it on Soul Train.
Also, waiting an hour to scare your sister. That's dedication.
That's dedication, and also talking about commitment to the bit, dog. How long personally are you gonna wait for your sister to come out of a door? Because you're waiting there. Tops 5 minutes. I'm not standing behind a door longer than 5 minutes.
I've waited 30 minutes before.
For real?
Yeah, to scare my little sister, I think I waited at the bottom of the stairs for 30 minutes to lull her into a sense of security. She wouldn't talk to me for a week, but it was worth it.
It's what you gotta do. It's part of being the older brother.
She hates... And you've been to my mom's house. You have the gap in the stairs, so you can grab her feet.
Oh, that's bro, that's tough. That's diabolical.
But I did it. Alright. As I got older, the scares got a little more elaborate, more time-consuming. I remember one day heading down to the basement. I climbed into the laundry basket, and again, I waited. Lizzie had just got back from camp, and I knew without fail, Mom always made her wash her dirty clothes right away. She would say, "I don't want a week's worth of stink saturating your carpet." So I waited. And I waited. I think hours must have gone by, but then I heard it. The telltale creak of our basement door, which Dad never got around to oiling no matter how many times Mom complained. I held my breath.
Hold on, before we move on, just real quick. Nothing pisses me off more than hearing that shit, dog. Like, lady, if it's such a problem, go fucking fix it. All she needed to do was go
he's-
down to Home Depot and get some fucking WD-40, and then it'd all be Gucci. But no, she'd rather nag her man to do it, and he's like, I'm not gonna fucking do it. I got better shit to go on. I just got back from work. I'm tired.
How much do you want to bet that it's also like, why doesn't she fix it?
100%, dog. That's all I would think. Like, on the way to the fucking grocery store, dude, if this was me, I'm in my car, just both hands, white knuckling. It's like, why the fuck can she? I'm fucking got to fucking. I just got off fucking work, and I gotta fucking come by and pick up some fucking WD-40. This woman's all my ass about it, but she can't fucking do it herself. No, it's gotta be me, dude. That's all I would say. That's the whole drive, dude. Just pissed off, gritting my teeth, just like, this is fucking bullshit. This is
At some point, I would just leave it. Like, I'm not annoyed by it.
You think so?
Oh, 100%. Oh yeah,
because it's one of those things that it is super easy. It's a quick fix. It's like 5 minutes. The longest thing about it is, again, going to buy it from the store.
100%, dude. 100%. Also, waiting down in a basement again
for hours. Oh, he said hours.
Sorry, I spoke down a bit. It got more time consuming. I think hours must have gone by. 100%. Like, also in a basement. If you have a basement, your house is haunted. I'm sorry to say.
Yeah.
Like,
there's something wrong. There's something just evil about being
a
above.
Or an attic.
Yeah. Just being either above or below ground level is evil.
I could never live in a multi-story house because every multi-story house has a ghost story.
Dog, well, first of all, that's every house because people have died everywhere.
That's fair. That's extremely fair.
Yeah, when people are like, this place is haunted, it's like, why? Well, because someone died here. It's like, well, someone's died everywhere, dog. By that instance, like, the freeways are haunted. There's like millions of spirits who are just pissed on the freeway because they died because they fell asleep behind the road. You know how many truckers would be pissed off? But no, besides that, I mean, I love my big like goal in life is to get a house with the second story. I just always like, or just for there's stairs in my house.
With living there by yourself, or you're gonna get someone to live with you?
Well, obviously the goal is to fucking get married, dog, and that'd be our house.
100%.
But yeah, I would live in a house with stairs by myself. Yeah, 100%.
Nah, I'm good. I like everything visible. I like.
What about being upstairs or downstairs is invisible?
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm alone in a house by myself. I start doing the deed by myself. And then all of a sudden I hear shit downstairs. Do you know how terrified and angry I'd be?
Well, first of all, I don't think you would because you have cats. So immediately I would think the cats.
Okay, so you're telling me you're home.
I'm out there by myself, just playing with my snake, if you will. And then I hear some rustling. How deep into the session am I, dog? Because that's super important. If I'm almost there, then you have to be like, this is. It is what it is. If I'm like right at I'm gonna edge myself. No, thank you.
Also, but listen, okay, late night. You found a way to entertain yourself, so to speak. And
late night, it's 2 o'clock in the morning, dude. You can't go to sleep. You've been trying to go to sleep for hours, but you can't seem to get. And you need to make yourself tired. So there's only one way to do it. You're not proud of yourself. You know what you do, and you're there for a minute. You're not fully invested. We've all been there. You had a shitty day at work, but you're just trying to go to sleep.
Just trying to go to sleep, and then all of a sudden you hear. Like, nah. I'm locking the bedroom door. I'm calling the cops. And I'm not living out a horror movie. I'm okay. See, with the studio apartment, though, I can see everything from my bedroom. Like, how's a ghost gonna sneak up on me right there when I can see him? Oh, don't come near me.
That's so crazy, dog. Because immediately I would feel the exact same. I would feel the exact opposite. It's like there's literally one door stopping someone from seeing my dick.
100. Do you know how safe that makes me though? Because I could just
how safe that makes you.
How safe that makes me feel.
What if someone just kicks the door like immediately? One kick and it's over. It's open.
Then I know he's coming.
Well, he's there. You know he's
He's
there.
there. All right. Okay. And
For
then you
me,
know
I have
what?
time. For me, I can at least get changed.
Oh,
I can get changed.
at least get changed.
Yeah, I can
All
put on
right.
some boxers. I don't have to get, killed with my dick in the air.
So hotel rooms scare you because there's only one door. I hate to break it to you.
Yeah, but there's an immediate lock. There's like three locks in a hotel door.
So you're telling me you're not going to put 3 locks on the one door that keeps you safe?
What are you talking about? Because I just said that I would when it comes to a hotel, but we're talking about my own personal
Yeah.
home.
If you were living in a studio apartment, let's just say
Okay.
you are. How many locks you got on that door?
Probably the standard. Why am I buying 3 locks?
2.
Yeah.
No. Oh yes. No. I'd have the deadbolt. I'd have the chain lock. Yeah, and every time you come visit me, Damien, I'm here. Open the door. Beep 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 beep.
What are you hiding in there, you fucking hermit? What's going on? You're not a drug dealer.
I'm hiding me.
But you don't have anything worth anything.
Wow, I'm worth something.
That's not true at all. That's not true at all. Right now, how much do you think let's test it right now. I know we're taking a hard step from reading Reddit stories, but let's say you get abducted. All right, the cartel's got you. Any cartel.
Okay.
It could be the.
Ooh, I have a story after this, but yeah, continue.
How much do you think your family's gonna pay up for you?
Honestly, it depends on the parent. But if we're going collective, a good $250,000.
You think you get $250,000? Damn, dude, I don't even think my family has that much money, dude.
I think they could come up with it.
All right, your story.
Do I? Okay. Real quick, and then we'll go back to a Reddit story because the cartel. I got texted. So when a little bit of background. I don't put my real phone numbers for online services. I know I won't use again because they're just selling your data, like everywhere is. This isn't news. I used my Google Voice number that I could just get rid of on a dime and then get a new one. So I got it. I woke up to a text one morning, and it said that I had texted an escort and wasted her time, and I needed to give them money. That this is the new Jalisco's youth cartel or something. And I was like, what? And so I texted them back.
Why?
I was like, what
Hold
are you
up!
talking
No,
about?
no! Don't move past that. Why you? First of all, I know you. You didn't call that number. You're not paying for it. You've called an escort. You texted an escort and wasted his time.
No. I didn't do that. They did call me though.
Yeah. Okay.
And so they called me and they were like, "What's going on?" And I went, "I'm sorry, who is this?" Again, like 8 a.m. I had just woken up. They're like, "This is Paul. You texted one of my escorts, wasted time and money. I lost 3 VIP clients. Obviously a scam. Because how are you losing 3 VIP clients for a fat person in his room alone at night? But also, I didn't text your escorts. I went, I'm sorry, I didn't do that. And they were like, well, what are we gonna do? You owe me like $3,000. I just hung up.
Yeah.
And then they proceeded to continue texting me. And then they sent a video. And then, you know what? Edgar Damien put it in here. I'll also send it to you when I find it again. And it was a video of 2 masked men wearing balaclavas going, all right, you don't think we're playing? You think we're playing? We're on our way to your location. We're from the cartel. Do you know how stupid that was? Oh, I found it. Okay, I'm gonna just send this to you, and I'm also gonna, oh my god. So, that was funny as shit. Of the Jalisco New Generation Cartel. Which is a real cartel. Jalisco, thank you. You are on the blacklist. Several cartel are looking for you for having wasted the girl's time.
First of all, that's incredibly stupid. No, it's like, yeah, alright, it's like, well then why are you guys, if you're part of the cartel, why are you guys so broke that you wasted your own time by a guy who was just texting?
But
if you had
like,
if you had 3 VIPs lined up, they take priority. Because that's for sure known money. Exactly. Yeah. Anyways, let's get back to the story.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, anyways, okay. Boom, boom. Okay.
Why? Wait, hold on. I know I said let's move on, but I just immediately thought of okay. So you get that text and you're like, I gotta see what's going on with this, because I know that I didn't talk to a prostitute, and if I did, I gotta give her money. Like,
no. So I woke up and I got. Do you want me to read word for word the text? Because I can.
Sure. Let's see it.
Okay. We're gonna take a bit of a detour.
A fucking huge detour, dog.
Fuck, I just...
We must dive beneath
Yeah,
the water
so no. I'll tell you my mind state before I find it. It was... I woke up, I saw this block of text, and I was like, oh... I don't know what's going on with this. And then
from a number you don't know?
Yeah. In my hand, I started getting the call, and I was like, what? So
oh, okay, text and then immediately phone call, okay.
Yeah.
I'm always fucking bad when it comes to fucking floor sweeps.
Oh my God, where is it? I just had it, too. I just sent it to you.
That's... Here's my thing, alright, just for the audience, because I know I keep fucking wasting their time.
No, go ahead.
All that's tripping me out is that you saw a block of text, and then immediately a phone call from a number you didn't know, and you're like, well, I gotta pick up this phone, someone's calling me. I would immediately been like, voicemail, I'm never picking up that phone.
Oh, 100%. But, like, I thought it was funny. I'll be real. Okay, here we go.
Okay.
This is what I woke up to. I'm John Porter, member of the Jalisco New Generation Cartel.
John Porter of the Jalisco. Wow, they're really branching out.
I want you to know that...
really inclusive, the Mexican cartel. I didn't even know they were like that.
Editor Damien, screenshot this. Future Damien, screenshot this shit. Put it on screen. After Jalisco New Generation Cartel, he abbreviated it in parentheses for CJNG. What? Okay. And the owner of the business where you wanted to hire one of my escorts. So I arrived at my...
just to put it in, like, and then you called me for my whores, and you didn't pay me for my whores. I'm gonna put that all in writing.
Okay. So I arrived at my office, and my people are telling me that you've been playing with my girls and wasting their time and making my business lose money. So we have 2 ways to solve this shit on the phone, or we're gonna go and solve this shit in person with you or your whole family. So come back to me if you don't, just wait. And then he called me. Do I have the voicemail still?
Sí, ya lo oí, nana. Gracias.
No, I don't have the voicemail. But he left the voicemail saying that this was Paul. He didn't go with John. He said it was Paul. And so he called again. I picked it up. The whole conversation happened. And then he sent me right after. You were on the blacklist. Several cartel are looking for you for having wasted the girls' time. The best thing is that you contact me immediately and pay the fine in a good way. Otherwise, you and each member of your family will pay the consequences.
How much was the fine?
It was like $3,000.
That's nothing, dog. That's literally fucking nothing. Alright.
Yeah.
I do not want to fight.
And I sent you the text video. The video that he sent me in the text in text message. If you ever just wanted a good laugh, because it's the funniest shit ever. It's some dude in a like balaclava, I think that's what they're called, in a red hoodie, and his buddy behind him waving a firearm, just going like, "Yeah, we're gonna find you." And then, can you imagine real gangsters like video recording themselves in a car?
They do that all the time.
Do they really?
Yeah, dog. You just gotta be on. You have to know some gangsters. They're super. How do I say this? It is funny to follow like hood people because they take online shit super seriously. because they take themselves super seriously. Fuck.
But yeah, I'm watching that go down. I got distracted for a bit. Yeah. So that was that, and then I blocked it. And
Where's my knife? Alright, well that's not what I wanted.
And I never heard from it again, so... Just quick, I got threatened by the cartel, guys. If you don't hear from me, then...
Did you get threatened by the cartel?
I got kidnapped by John Porter himself. Of the Let's Go New Generation cartel. Mr. Porter himself. Alright, should we get back into it?
Yeah, dude, I've been waiting on you. You're the one who's fucking sidetracking all this.
Sorry. Back on track. So I waited and I waited. I think hours must have gone by. But then I heard it. The telltale creak of our basement door, which Dad never got around to oiling no matter how many times Mom complained. I held my breath. I was almost vibrating with excitement, but I had to stay still. To stay quiet. I heard her set her backpack down and start opening the zip. She was right next to me. I could hear her breathing. Gotcha! Lizzie literally fell over screaming. Fuck! Dylan! Mom! Lizzie, language! Come on, kiddos, it's dinner time. Enough playing. Okay, Mom! The more I look back on my childhood, the more I appreciate those baby of the family perks. Life really was good then. Now I know it must sound like Lizzie would just about hate me. I mean, I was really a pain in the ass. But she loved a good scare. Honestly, we all did. We grew up on family horror movie nights. And she pranked me right back too. She'd go out and collect as many spiders as she could, then release them under the bathroom door when I was brushing my teeth.
Excuse me?
Yeah, 100%. I knew you'd have a reaction.
What a fucking escalation, dog. One is like prank, the other one is like, alright, now we have spiders in our house.
Yeah, also, I'm sure she doesn't know that they're non-venomous.
It doesn't matter, dog. She fucking knows. Everyone knows what a black widow is.
Oh, 100%. Oh,
so it doesn't even matter if they're venomous or not, dog. Just the fact that you're letting in spiders in my house would be a huge problem.
Yeah, I feel like hiding behind a door doesn't really justify the whole... Oh, look at these spiders!
Well, no, it sounds like that was because like he was just getting ready in the morning, and then you'd be like, spiders! Oh, you're brushing your teeth? Perfect time for spiders!
I love that weapon she's holding. For
yeah.
He's playing seafood. It's so cool. Alright. Alright.
She's going through a palette change.
Oh, yeah. She's edgy now.
Yeah.
Alright. She jumped out of my closet so much that I put a damn lock on it. It was all fun and games in the end. No hurt feelings. Really, we were a pretty close-knit family. Lizzie moved out of college 2 years ago now. Lizzie moved out for college 2 years ago now. The pranks have faded, but we've managed to stay close like always. We'd call a few times a month to exchange Netflix recommendations. I'd vent about Mom and Dad, and she'd bitch about her messy roommate. The first year, on all her visits home, we would reinstate our prank war. It was pretty frickin' great. Instead of little pranks, we'd save up ideas for the big, epic ones. We'd become masters of our craft. This year, though, things have changed. Lizzie decided to join up with a sorority. She said she really thought it would make her help. She said she really thought it would help her make some new friends to fit in. She moved into the sorority house, went out on a lot more, and to begin with, everything was the same. I was happy for her. She missed her family, and this might give her a second one. We'd still catch up, still call. Then I got this text. Sororities are weird as fuck. Why, what's going on? Initiation stuff. We're visiting a tube. Sleepover there. That sounds awesome. Send pics. Steal a skull for me, lol. Freaks the fuck out. What's wrong? Lizzie, did something happen? Lizzie, don't be a dick. Lizzie? And that was it. No response, no details, no more phone calls. The only reason I knew she wasn't dead were the selfies on Instagram, although I almost wish she'd not posted them because she really looked like she was having a rough time. College was definitely doing a number on those bags under her eyes. I chalked it up to studying too hard. She looked like she hadn't seen the sun for weeks anyway. No big deal. Not really. Time passed, and I got over it. She's got new friends. She's getting used to adjusting. Then, Mom told me Lizzie was coming home during her next break. Finally, a chance to catch up in person. No more screening my calls, ignoring my texts. I was thrilled. I thought long and hard about what my welcome home prank should be. In the end, I decided to recreate the laundry room prank, but make it even better. I ordered a mask and a fake machete off the internet. Even got some fake blood too, for dramatic flair. I counted down the days until she'd be home. In all honesty, I was so excited, I even told Mom my plan. She smiled, but I knew she didn't really get our war. It was our fun sibling thing. I wasn't there to say hi when she rang the doorbell. I was already in the basement, in the laundry basket. I wanted the first time she saw me to remind her of the old times, to maybe even bring back the old times. So I waited. Again. I could just about overhear Mom shouting up the stairs. Liz, bring your laundry down, okay? I kept your bedroom spotless, and so will you in this house, my big college girl. I waited. And then I waited some more. This time, I had thought to wear a watch at least. And yep, 3 hours had gone by now. Oh, 4 now. More waiting. Creep. Finally, I heard her start down the steps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. One more, Lizzie. Come a little closer. I'm gonna get you so good. 6. Patience, Dylan. Let her get real close. You're ready. You are ready. And I was so ready. But then, there were no more footfalls. No more moving closer. No setting down her bag. What came next was whispering? What? Oh fuck. Did Mom tell her? Did she know I was here? I was so mad. Trust Mom to spoil the one prank I tell her about. The whispers started getting louder, until it wasn't whispering anymore. It turned deep into a low, slow growling. Feral. I couldn't help myself. I wasn't about to let Lizzie get me instead. This was my prank. I peeked, lifting up the lid of the basket just a little. It was Lizzie, that's for sure, but on all fours. Fucking growling. What the fuck? I was about to jump out anyway, just to save us any more of whatever this was. Just to laugh it off and head upstairs. But then she stopped. I don't even think she was breathing anymore. I sure as hell wasn't. Oh. She kept chanting, going so fast, again and again, over and over, and that wasn't the worst part, it was her voice. It was so low, so gravelly, so painful. It sounded like death itself. I couldn't tear my eyes away, couldn't move. I still couldn't fucking breathe. Hey Dylan! Lizzie! My eyes darted to the basement steps, to the door Mom was shouting from. If you're all done down there, dinner is ready. I flicked my eyes back to Lizzie and met her eyes. No, not her eyes. Its eyes. Wide, glistening, hungry. She started to laugh, low and deep, chuckling that turned into a cackle. Her mouth stretching as far as it could, her tongue extending to impossible proportions, her face contorting to one I no longer recognized. The lights started flickering. Her limbs were twisting so far I was so sure they would snap. This was breaking her. The darkness threw terrifying shadows across her face. "Okay, Mom," she called through her twisted jaw. And that was it. It was over. She was Lizzie again. She sighed. She got off the ground, climbed up the stairs, shut the door. And there I sat, hyperventilating in the laundry basket. Long enough for Mom to call me again for dinner. All I could hear were the words, the chant, the growling, the laughter. It was replaying over and over and over in my ears and my mind. It's night now. I've managed to avoid everyone. I skipped dinner, straight to my room. I couldn't eat if I wanted to. I'm in bed, researching demons, researching tombs, typing this up, looking for help. And I think I can hear it again. The whisperings? The words? Are they just in my head? I'm not sure. My parents are in bed. Lizzie too. I heard her door close, opposite mine. There's a light on in the hallway. Mom has always kept it on just in case. That's not the problem. The problem is the shadow beneath my door. Maybe it's a prank. Maybe she just got me this time. Really got me. But now my doorknob is turning and I can hear the laughter again. The chuckle that gave me goosebumps. I used to love pranking my sister, but that thing isn't my sister anymore. And that is, I used to love pranking my sister. What do we think?
It's a good horror story. Hold on, I'm getting fucking my shit rocked right now.
I stopped hearing you talk. I was like, oh, he locked in.
Alright.
Either he locked in or he
yeah.
reeled into the story.
Right, I was into the story.
You should have run when she
She
gave
said
you the
you would.
chance.
Oh yeah, 100%. I remember, and again, I got that feeling of someone looking at me from behind. You know the feeling.
Yeah, someone's looking at you, but you're not 100% sure.
Yeah, and I don't know what makes me get that feeling in this story, but I think it's well written. I think the building of suspense is really nice. I remember reading it for the first time, and you know what? It holds up well. I think it holds up real well. The story is 6 years old.
Good story.
Oh,
See why people like it.
Bear trap, though.
I know, I thought it was super good. I thought it was close. I thought I fucking nailed it.
That's
Very short.
Oh yeah, 100%. Very short. But it's also a good read. Let's see. This person has also written... they've written 3 stories, like I said. This one has 584 upvotes on r/Newsly. So, I think I'll give them some love. Words of the Night. Their most recent story, 6 years ago. Oh.
Alright, so they haven't posted shit.
Yeah, they haven't posted shit in a while. But their most recent story, Please Stay Away from the Clinic. A warning. Has 166 upvotes. Do you like the writer? How do you feel about it?
I mean, it's hard to say if I like the writer or not, because it's such a quick. This is what I consider a short story. But no, I mean, there's nothing I would say wrong about it. I don't got anything like, I don't know, notes. Probably not.
I think it's good. I think it's a good, quick, like. As
yeah,
someone
good scary movie scary story to read right before you go to bed.
100% gives you the chills just long enough for you to settle in for the night. Alright. On to our second story.
Yep.
This one is called So You've Seen the Butcher. Written by Ryan
What?
Harville, who is a great writer. He has his own Instagram, Twitter, Amazon, Facebook. He has hard copies on a lot of stuff. He has written 3 full-length stories and a bunch of short stories for the Chilling Tales for Dark Nights web series.
I'm so upset, dog. I fucking had it. And she threw another fucking knife.
You want to take a second and get this done?
No, I got it. I can do it.
Oh, you do got it. Okay. So this one's called So You've Seen the Butcher. Alright. Hello. If you're listening to this, then I've been found. And there will be questions. Oh yes. Questions aplenty. I'm sure the first of which will be, why? And that is a great one to start with, but it's also the one which doesn't have an answer. Not a satisfactory answer, anyway. At least to most people. I can explain what happened, but I don't think you'll find the meaning in the sequence of events. I had no childhood trauma, no deep-rooted anger, issues involving either of my parents. They were kind, loving people. So I will give you the simplest answer I can. Here's a glimpse between my gears as they turn against each other, grinding and shedding little shavings of metal that stick me like thorns. There's a catalyst to everything I've done. Wet leaves and meat. Oh, you did it!
Dog, I did it earlier. This is the second time I beat her.
I was reading, I apologize.
Yeah, no, I've done this fight a lot. I'm just trying to get the best ending possible, and that's by sparing each one of these bosses. And she's the most difficult boss to beat. That besides Shen, the last guy.
Oh, look how dope you look. Alright. Wet leaves and meat. That's the smell. Whenever I get the urge, it makes its way into my sinuses, making the hairs in my nose stand up and tickle me. I used to work in a cubicle. It doesn't matter what I did there. No more than it matters what you do at your job, because jobs don't matter. Not really. A 6x6 square was my entire world for hundreds of hours every year. I ate lunch at my desk most days to avoid the office break room. I was never good at small talk, and too much human interaction makes me tired. Relatable. Relatable.
Yeah, dog. Kinda. The way he does it is straight out, like, you hear out of an educated in middle school. It's like, human interaction is such a mundane thing. I'm better than everybody. I don't need to have friends.
Me.
Exactly, 100%. That's what 100% this guy's coming off as.
Oh yeah. Alright. It was a day. Just a day. Nothing special about it. I finished my sad microwave meal and stared at my monitor, imagining I could see their individual pixels. And I was just gone.
Hold on, before you continue, you go forward. I just gotta say, dog, maybe the reason like you have such a shitty life is because you have this mentality. He goes in, life's so job doesn't matter, life is bullshit, it's all dull, it's all boring, it's all meaningless. And then he goes, I have a shitty fucking microwavable lunch. It's like, dog, well maybe if you fucking bother to go out and meet, like, get to know your coworkers, you might have a good time. It's kind of like, yeah, school sucks, but when you have friends, school doesn't suck anymore.
Or change the routine. Go get like even if it's by yourself, go get like a sandwich at Subway.
Yeah, dude, once a week. That's what I usually do. Like once a week, I go out and I go somewhere. I go to a restaurant, and I'm like, all right, I'm gonna treat myself.
Yeah, 100%. All right. The monitor changed to a blinding white, like the sun, reflecting off sand dunes. I watched through squinted eyes as stark black letters materialized. Feed disconnected, it read. And it was. A plug was pulled inside of me, like someone tugging on my intestines, and I was no longer a part of the world. And the smell wafted in, slimy black leaves slipping through the teeth of a whip, and the coppery tang of a butcher's back room. I floated. Not literally, of course. I'm not crazy. But nothing held my consciousness anymore. Whatever machinations kept us within our bodies, these tethers were gone. I was unbound. I stood on shaking legs and left my cubicle, only bothering to grab my keys and my wallet. I drifted then. I know it was early afternoon when I left, but the next I remember it was night, and my feet were sore from walking. I can't explain what happened in those walking hours. There was nothing supernatural about it. My feed was disconnected. I eventually found myself outside of a bar near the bridge downtown. I walked in, and the smell assaulted me. Wet leaves and meat. I slipped between people, navigating through the crowd with my nose in the air. I felt like a bloodhound, and in a sense, I guess that's what I was. She sat at a low table near the back, behind a warped pool table. Its dull balls all gathered in one corner. The closer I got, the stronger the smell became, overpowering the scent of cigarettes and spilt beer. I sat opposite her and gave her what I hoped was a charming smile. Here's the thing about being disconnected. Free from the pool of any emotional tides. You can act any part.
Okay, hold on. You gotta stop, dog. This guy sucks. This guy is fucking lame. Oh my god. And this comes from a guy who, again, who is antisocial as fuck. I'm not a very social person, but I also know what a fucking dipshit sounds like. Oh, someone's getting arrested? You getting arrested, dog?
Yeah.
But like, again, this is such a thing that, like, again, a middle schooler writes. It's not so bad being alone, you know? Sometimes, if you just, like, think about it, feelings are just, emotions are just a distraction. They get in the way. They slow you down. I don't need to feel anything, because I'm so cool and badass.
They disappoint me.
Exactly, perfect. Thank you. That's exactly what I was thinking, dog. I don't need friends. They just disappoint me. They let you down.
You got a big storm coming. Yeah, 100%, dude.
And then you're wondering, like, why you don't have anyone to hang out with, why all your birthday parties are lame, because you don't have any friends.
No one wants to come to my birthday.
And then, yeah, then you get, like, 30s, and you're like, wow, I don't know how to talk to anybody, because I thought I was so cool in middle school.
And I kind of just rode that for years.
Yeah.
Everyone said my DeviantArt OC was super cool.
Yeah, they all thought I was going to be a good artist. And then I found out that art is kind of lame and doesn't pay shit.
No, yeah. So the artists are cool, but also it's a very...
Did I say artists aren't cool? I said it doesn't pay shit to be an artist.
Oh yeah, okay, that's fair.
Most artists are broke, dog. Because they chose to be artists.
That's extremely fair. Also with AI art, compete constantly. Like you're going up against a robot. I've seen John Henry. The dude dies. Man versus machine.
Yeah, but he fucking...
He won.
He did win.
He won, but he died.
Such a lame way to go down. Fuck.
John Henry. John Henry. Alright.
Did you fucking see that? She fucking threw a knife immediately, dog. That had no fucking time. There was no build-up. That's bullshit, dog. The fucking game is cheating on me.
Oh.
It's cheating on me. It's cheating. It's cheating against me.
Who's the bitch? Alright. Here's the thing about being disconnected.
I totally forgot that was a line we left on.
You gotta give me a second.
Yeah. Okay, go.
Here's the thing about being disconnected.
Oh, fucking God damn it!
Free from the pool of any emotional tides. You can act any part. I was charming. The absolute soul of wit and grace.
First of all, you weren't, dog, because you just said, I hope I gave her a charming smile, because you don't know what a charming smile looks like, because again, you don't do that shit a lot. Go on.
Okay. I introduced myself and asked if she would like some company.
Hi, I'm Dyke Hark 606. What's your name? Oh, I mean, no, my government name is, Larry, but, like, it's a lame name. It's Charles.
Hi, my name is Son Amy Forever, 64. Oh god. My name is Team Edward for life.
My name is Jake and Pam, Jim and Pam Forever, 52.
I'm just looking for my Pam.
I'm just looking for my Jim. You're not looking for your Pam? No, I'm more of a Pam. I work the front desk.
People just don't understand me. They say We Fit is an exercise.
Oh, it threw me. Oh, it got me.
Oh, God. Alright. She was surprised, but said yes anyways. That was Julia. Everyone knows everything about her now, but she was just a stranger to me that night. I didn't know she was there to drown the thoughts of her husband and his mistress. I didn't know she was upset about turning 45 that week. I didn't know she had a kid in college and one in high school. But understand this, it wouldn't have changed the outcome if I had known. She was marked by the smell coming off of her in waves. After a few more drinks and some increasingly arousing conversation, we slipped out the back door and into the shadowed alley. She was all over me in an instant, a starving animal. I could feel her lust, her middle-aged desperation. I could almost hear her thoughts through her urges. Feel me. Listen to me. Fuck me. Love me. Love me. Love me, please. I listened, then led her out of the alley. We walked down the street, the overhead lights a baleful orange. When the smell became stronger, I knew we'd arrive. A building closed for renovation, its windows covered with plywood. I reached my hand through a crack and pried up a corner, then pulled the wood away enough for us to fit through the gap. She giggled as I laid her down upon the unfinished floor. The smell of sawdust was almost strong enough to cover the smell of rot.
Time out. Hold up. What?
Yeah. So they got to it in an alley, and then immediately.
So is that what happened? They hooked up in an alley, and they're like, "We're gonna go take this to a seconds." Yeah, I would assume like they started like, making out, or getting to know each other, and then like. Then they're like, "Hey, it's gonna get. Let me lay you down somewhere nice. Let's go to this abandoned butcher shop. Like, you don't have a spot yourself, dog. That's what I would have done. I mean, to be fair, this guy is probably an incel, so he probably has his rooms like smells like shit. Actually, you know what? Maybe the butcher shop is the way to go.
Yeah, cover that smell.
Yeah, you want to cover that smell as much as possible, man.
How do you feel about it so far?
I mean, it's good. I mean, I think our character, our writer, our main character, our protagonist, is kind of a fucking dweeb. Definitely a loser.
100%. But also, I mean, what a charming man.
What a charming guy. Yeah, he really could just turn it on.
Hi, my name is Sora Kyrie Forever. Oh, God. Anyways, I felt nothing for her. Not lust, and definitely not love.
Alright, kind of. No way, man. Her?
No.
What up? Welcome to the stream. Not the 45, fucking mother who's having a midlife crisis.
Who agreed to hook up with you in an abandoned building, but okay.
Yeah, dog. I'm not calling you back. That's a low point for you. It's like, yeah, dude, that feels like that's something you mention in like a Sex Anonymous, group. You're like, yeah, dude, I love sex so much that like I met this this woman. She's 45 years old. She has a kid. She has, you know, a family. She says you just want to feel good. I was like, I know how to make you feel good. And then I took her to, you know, an abandoned butcher shop that I know about. That's my pad. That's my love palace.
That's my love palace is crazy. No, that's a never have I ever story. Never.
Yeah, never have I ever. Yeah, had sex in an abandoned building. Actually, that's a great never have I ever.
And then you put your finger down, and everyone's like, "What? Did
what?"
you? And then you have to explain the story. All right.
All right, moving on. He didn't feel anything because obviously he's such a Chad.
God, I don't want. Yeah, starting off.
So he's so cool, dude. How do women not love this guy?
Starting off, this next sentence is crazy. I forgot how graphic the story was. The feel of her tongue in my mouth was meat. The smell of her breath was mold. But my body still responded appropriately. Now this is when it was all clear. As I reached into my pocket and drew the knife. Where did that come from? The world came into clarity for a brief second. I could see everything. The dark didn't matter. The colors were an epiphany. The yellow caution tape was a solar flare. The red of a toolbox, the heart blood of the universe. We began our dance of flesh, our exchange of momentum. The smell grew stronger, and I stabbed her through the neck. And as her movements grew weaker, the world grew brighter. I was real again. Connected. She collapsed to the floor, her head to the side, her eyes on me, and the smell was gone, and the smell was gone. Or at least it had retreated. I let go of her hair and withdrew from her. I stood up, my hands slick with her blood. It was warm, and it was life, and it was reality. Within a few breathless moments, it became darker. The light and color bleeding away, and the world was like me. Blank and empty. God! He killed someone and he's still being cringy.
Well, alright, so now seeing our man's fucking demeanor makes a lot more sense. He's a fucking sociopath or psychopath.
Yeah. Clear mental issues.
Yeah. No wonder he can't connect with people and he thinks he's so cool. Everyone's just a distraction because I want to just kill everyone. That's why I was like, all right, why? Because he mentioned something earlier. Her name is like Sarah or whatever. He's like, I didn't know who she was, but everyone knew who she was. So I was like, all right. So it's like she's probably gonna die. I was like, yeah. My thought process was like, maybe this guy is just like being framed, but nah. That was my bear trap. I was like, this guy's probably gonna get framed for murder. He's gonna be that because like it's so easy to.
Crazy.
Yeah, he's just an insane guy.
I would say that I was stunned, but I didn't feel much of anything but loss. But I knew then. I knew that if I wanted to be real again, then I would have to work. To sacrifice. A week went by. I sat in my apartment staring at nothing, just floating again. I eventually turned off my cell phone. The constant calls from work and family were filling my voicemail box, and I found it irritating, like sand between my teeth. In the in-between of nothing, just hovering in the
bullshit! Dark. Hold on, that's alright. Two things. One, dog, just pick up your phone.
Just tell him you're cool, and then hang up.
Yeah, like, what? Just be like, yeah, no, dude, I'm not feeling well. Or like, what's up, mom? What's up, dad? Like, that's all that's happening. He's like, people keep blowing up my phone. It's always like, hey man, when are you coming over to dinner? You haven't, mom and, me and mom haven't seen you in a minute.
We haven't heard from you in like a week. What's going on? Oh yeah, I'm good. Alright, you want to talk about it? No.
It's like, yeah, just be like that. I don't know what this guy's fucking being weird for.
But no, it was like sand between his teeth.
Yeah, dude. He's getting blown up people were like blowing up. And I would guarantee you it was like 10. He's gotten like 10 calls and texts.
Also, answer work. Say you got in an accident or something.
Yeah, 100% answer your job, dude. I mean, you still gotta, you're a psychopath, but you still need to fucking...
for your tendencies.
Exactly, yeah, dude. You still got fucking bills to pay. Psychopaths don't need a place to live.
What was the other thing you were gonna say?
Oh, that kill was bullshit. The death was bullshit. She threw fucking that. It was a homing knife. I don't know if you saw that. She threw
No,
a
I
fucking
didn't.
homing
But that's.
knife.
I heard you exclaim, and I was like,
I was
"What?"
so upset, dog. Oh, she threw a homing dart at my fucking neck.
That's hilarious. All right. In the in between of nothing, just hovering in the dark, I knew things. I knew that I had to create a trail that wasn't a trail, a chaotic straight line. I had to plan. Not just hit bars from married women desperate for attention. I had to branch out. But I shouldn't have worried about it. The smell always drew me to where I needed to be. It came back, flowing beneath my front door. I quickly grabbed my keys and headed out. I drove with my window down to make sure following the trail was easier. My head stuck out of it, flicking my tongue like a sniffing snake. After half an hour, I began to have doubts, but soon enough, the smell grew overpowering. I turned into the drive of an apartment complex, following the scent until I was parked in front of one of the buildings in the very back. I cut the engine, then picked the hammer up from the passenger seat. Why a hammer?
Smash someone's head in, obviously.
Yeah,
Oh, you're still reading. My bad.
No, you're good. But also, because the last time I used a knife. Logic makes sense. You gotta switch it up.
That's not really how psychopaths think, but alright. This is a new writer.
I'm not a psychopath, so yeah, 100%.
I've been watching too many true crime documentaries, dog. I'm like, that's not how real psychopaths think or operate.
That's not how real psychopaths work. Yeah, I haven't. I've been watching 5 creepy camping videos. Number 5 will shock you. Number 5. And it turns out it's some dude in a mask. Hey, I'm Trevor. Can I stay with you tonight? It's cold outside. Don't let Trevor sleep at your at your site. You don't know who he is.
Yeah, why the fuck are you fucking outside? Why are you so deep outside right now, Trevor? What the fuck is going on?
Why are you camping by yourself too? First of all.
And how did you manage to go so far away that you got lost?
Trevor, come on, go home.
You're not gonna eat me tonight, Trevor. You're fucking bad at this.
You're bad. You gave me your full name. For some reason, you gave me your social security number. Go home, Trevor. Alright. Why a hammer? Because the last time I used a knife. A chaotic straight line. Can you see it? Perfectly straight with beautiful corners. There was a young man smoking a cigarette outside of his apartment. The acrid smoke and the wet leaves and the meat all mixed. I felt dizzy. He saw me and raised an eyebrow, then asked if I was the one Smitty had sent. I nodded and smiled as if I knew who Smitty was, or why he was sending someone. Then he listed the prices of various drugs he offered, which I knew nothing about. Hey, you the one Smitty sent? Uh-huh. Okay,
the guy with the hammer?
So the coke, $45. Ecstasy, $72, including tax.
And so does justice.
And, yeah.
Are those your best moves?
This next line's hilarious. Then he listed the prices of various drugs he offered, which I knew nothing about. I'm a law-abiding citizen.
Nice. Good. He has standards.
He has standards. A killer with standards. He got to.
In this economy?
In this economy? In this?
Doing drugs in this economy? Who can afford coke? $45 a gram? That's crazy.
In this recession? Dog.
Actually, coke was never my thing. Chat, $45 a gram? Is that crazy? Is that too much?
Chat, tell me the price of coke. I would look.
How much are you paying for coke? I think it's a good question. How much are you guys paying for your coke?
Okay.
Do I have the fucking connect, dog, or are you guys just fucking getting? Yo, what's up? Welcome to the chat. How much are you paying for your coke right now? Answer or leave. You, the one viewer, you know who you are. You just got here. How much do you pay for your cocaine?
What?
I died.
I found an r/cocaine.
Okay. What is it? How much is? What does it go?
$70 to $100.
Oh, never mind. $45 for cocaine is a fucking steal, dog.
I'm
each crime
a
is
40. They
punishment.
said people are getting
And
it
each
a grand for
punishment
40,
is
but it's a scam. So I don't know.
My father never.
How much should I be too r/too afraid
He
to
should
ask?
have done
How
better.
much should I be being
Paying for
charged
coke?
to take?
It's a good question. It's a fantastic question, dog.
What?
It's a question that needs to be asked. A question that must be asked. Are yo, dude? Are the drug dealers getting one over on the U.S. and United States public? That's not something we can fucking abide, dude. We gotta secure our borders. They're charging way too much for coke.
They're charging way too much for coke.
They're charging $100 a gram. That is
They're
crazy,
flooding
dog.
They're flooding the market with coke. They say, Donald, you make the best coke. I said I would charge them $40. That's the next Trump rally right there.
I do gotta say this though. I knew some people who did coke. If they were paying $100 a gram, like, that doesn't make sense to me because I knew how much these guys were making, and they weren't making enough to. No wonder these guys were always so high strung, dog.
No,
I thought the coke
no
was doing it.
junkie.
Coke was doing something. It was fucking making them broke.
Yeah, no junkie is ever living a self-sustaining lifestyle, dog. not clocking in.
I was gonna say Tupac. What was it? Wiz Khalifa? Snoop Dogg. That's who I was trying to say.
Yeah, but I wouldn't call Snoop Dogg a junkie.
Also, hold on. I do have to say this. I found out recently how much Snoop Dogg apparently was smoking. He was saying he was like smoking like 5 ounces a day, or like
you
an
seen
ounce a day.
Have you
That's
seen,
too
like,
much,
clip
dog.
Of him with, I think it's Kyson Matt or I Show Speed, one of the two, and they're on stream, and they were like, he asked Snoop, "Hey, how fast can you roll?" And he's like, "Yeah." Are you looking at the clock? And then
Oh yeah, he
dude
did. He
turned
did it
his
super
head.
quick. Yeah.
Yeah, like that's a man that smokes like way more than is healthy for you.
Yeah, but like, at a point, you can't even be productive. Like it becomes like.
For whom does the bell toll?
Like it becomes a point where like it is a detriment. Like obviously we know that like yes, weed is categorized as a drug, right? But the stigma around marijuana has definitely been desensitized. People are kind of okay with it now, because we know like in the grand scheme of drugs, it's not the worst, right? Because you got coke, you got speed, you got meth, you got crack, you got all that shit, right? And so when you're trying to fucking compete with all that, weed is kind of like super chill. But like when you do it that much, where you're doing like an ounce a day, you might as well just straight up just do heroin, dog, or just be doing bennies, because that's the exact. You're not doing shit. You can't be like, all right, I'm gonna smoke this ounce, and then I'm gonna go do my job. Like you just can't, dude. Like as someone who's smoked for years, it's not viable.
Oh god, I'm gonna put just a trigger warning just in case before we read this story. But also like 100%. Oh god, get into an expensive hobby that isn't drugs at that point. You get more fulfillment.
100%, yeah, dog. You like at that point, dude. Just fucking like,
Play Magic.
just do anything else.
Collect Pokemon cards.
Yeah, it was like fucking, yeah.
Get into Yu-Gi-Oh.
Get into Yu-Gi-Oh, get into Warhammer, burn your money that way.
I'm sure you'll make more friends who won't leave you dead in a ditch for drugs.
Yeah, true. That is also true.
Yeah. God. Anyways.
Sorry, yeah.
Yeah, we're reading.
Oh, our viewer left because we stopped talking about drugs.
Oh no, come back. Drugs. I asked if we could go inside to discuss it. He nodded and led me in, tossing a cigarette onto the sidewalk and crushing it beneath his heel without losing his stride. It was a small place, almost devoid of furniture, with water stains on the ceiling. He gestured absently towards his roommate, a skinny, bearded man wearing a headset. He was deep into some video game, his thumbs clicking and clacking across the buttons on the controller. I'm sure he saw a battle, a quest, or a puzzle. I only saw a white screen with "Establishing Connection" in black letters. We went to his bedroom, and he introduced himself as Brian. I told him flatly that I didn't care, pulled out a $20 bill, tossing it down on the filthy carpet. I could tell he was angry, that the disrespect burned him like acid, but he said nothing. He lifted the corner of the mattress and grabbed his stash slowly as if he were in a dream, a nightmare he couldn't escape. I was close to the truth. He just didn't know that I was his way out. I drew the hammer from behind my back where I had hidden it beneath my shirt, the handle firmly tucked into my jeans. I put my free hand on top of his head and told him to look up at me. He did it and watched me raise the hammer. The look in his eyes was one of detached resignation, like he knew what this was, what I was. Brian continued to stare at me even as I brought the hammer down. His skull cracked audibly, and a fine spray of blood from his scalp landed on the nearest wall, in dots and swirls and patterns, and oh dear God, it was geometry and secrets. I was real, and I swung the hammer again. Brian fell backwards, his legs folded beneath him. I dropped down to my knees beside him, my face hovering inches over his own. I inhaled deeply, and it was sweet and pungent, like caramelized onions in a hot skillet. I reveled in the real. The moonlight with silver waves pouring through the window, cold and beautiful. I was on an alien shore for it to crash again. I see you, Butcher, the moonlight said. I see you well. There came a noise from behind me, and there stood the roommate, his mouth slack with surprise. Can you imagine? You walk in and see your friend on the floor, his head a ruin of pulp and shards of bone, and above him stands a strange man in the moonlight with a dripping hammer. It's comical, really. When I think about it, I hear a laugh track, like an old sitcom, the ghostly recordings of people long dead and laughing. I moved quickly, swinging the hammer at his face, but for all of his shock, he reacted faster than I anticipated. The hammer struck his raised arm, cracking his bones and making him screech. I threw myself at him, sending us both falling to the floor. He covered his head with his arms. The blow was meant to be a mercy, to end it quickly, but instead it drove his lips into his mouth and crushed the teeth behind them. His scream was a garbled mess of bubbling red noise and teeth, particulate that reminded me of a trumpet, although I couldn't tell you why. I kept swinging until he stopped moving. Well, most of him stopped moving. His heels continued to drum against the floor for a full 36 seconds. But I wasn't counting. I rolled off of him and onto the hard floor of the hallway. I could see my pulse in my eyes, explosion after explosion bringing colors across the ceiling. Bursts of firework, of starlight, of light, of creation. I was the center of gravity. I was the fulcrum. Planets revolved around me, and in that moment of elation, I collapsed into sleep. My dreams were sweet and syrupy, and I could feel the juice of them run down my chin as I bit and chewed and swallowed. I devoured my dreams with the selfishness only a god could feel. When I was awake, I was, well, I guess the best way I can describe it was hungover. I was disconnected, of course, and sluggish. My head pounded, and my arm ached from exertion. I lifted myself slowly, and the tacky blood pulled at my shirt like the hook of a drunken fisherman. My knees threatened to buckle, but I willed them to be stable. I tucked the hammer away and left the apartment. How do you feel about what just happened?
I mean, we're talking about a guy who seems to gain tremendous... I mean, that was bullshit. That guy shouldn't have grabbed that. Whatever. He takes tremendous amounts of pleasure from... What's up? Welcome to the stream. From murdering people, where it makes him feel seen. But yeah, I mean, it's obviously weird. I mean, also this author, not this author, but this writer, aka the narrator. That's what I'm trying to say. The narrator, our protagonist, is obviously a psycho, and two, a fucking bum. Like, he's like you know, his. God, hold on. I'm sorry. I'm trying to focus on this fight and speak at the same time. That his feet, you know, squirmed around and
for 36 seconds, but who was counting?
Exactly, which is such a fucking which is a joke. Obviously, he's like, "Oh, isn't this funny?" Like the guy who's saying he's trying to act all cool, but
it's that moment where the anime character pushes up the glasses and it's all white and lit up.
Yeah, 100%.
I get what you're saying. What do you feel about the writing style?
I think it's good. I think it's good. I mean, I do like. I mean, we're giving this guy such a hard time for being like, I'm so edgy and cool. But I mean, it definitely. We know who this guy is. We all kind of low key have someone like that in our mind.
Oh, that's cool.
That's new. I didn't know that was the thing.
What, the symbols?
Yeah, I didn't know they did that. That was the first time that's happened.
Oh, this is new content right here.
Yeah. But I mean, I do love like how this artist is being super like illustrative with their choice of words and how they describe the scene, and even this guy's mentality.
Time has passed since the days I trained you.
It's just a shame this guy sucks. If it wasn't for the fact this guy's a fucking bum loser, I'd think he'd be pretty cool.
It's just a shame that Sora Riku Forever is not a cool guy.
His true self.
Did you say Sora? Did you say Sora Riku?
Yeah, 100%. It's just a shame that Eren Yeager is my bae. He's not a cool guy.
What would you do to save
Hashtag Eren Yeager did nothing wrong.
Hashtag Attack on Titan sucks.
First of all, this guy definitely believes Eren Yeager did nothing wrong. This guy loves Eren Yeager.
100%. He's probably like, no one understands me because I'm the light Yagami of this world.
100%.
Yeah. Alright. Outside, the sunlight stung my eyes and turned my stomach. Being unreal didn't stop physical discomfort, but it dulled it. I believe now that I was still at least slightly real that morning. I had ascended the night before. I became. I evolved. For a brief time, I held the cosmos in my mind, and it was putty to be shaped. I had made 2 sacrifices, given 2 over to the rod, and I had been rewarded with godhood. If 2 had made me a god, what would 3 do? I passed a young boy sitting astride his bike. I raised my bloody hand in a wave and dropped him a sly wink and a grin. He slowly got his feet on the pedals and rode off, turning his head to watch me as he went. He shouldn't have worried. I've never hurt a child. I'm not a monster. Weeks passed and my divinity drained from me like piss. I was disconnected enough to be inconsequential again. Julie's death had gone through a short news cycle, and Brian's, and whatever the roommate's name was. They had their time in the low-budget spotlight of the local news as well. Neither of the crime scenes have been connected in any way, and why would they? One was a stabbing in a construction area downtown. The other was a bludgeoning a half-hour away past the suburbs in the apartment of a drug dealer. But I kept my head down anyway, stayed inside, blended into the shadows of my hall closet where I was sleeping. The scent of bleach and fabric softener soothed me into the absence of rotten leaves and meat. When the smell came back, I would have cried in relief if I was connected and could feel. It attacked my nostrils like an invading swarm of parasites, filling me with rot, with a rank, fecal darkness. I was ready. I followed the trail. I drove around for hours until past dark. Headlights coming from the opposite direction screamed at me as they passed, their bright shine passing through me because I really wasn't there. The smell drifted maddeningly close only to retreat again.
You're still
My bloodless knuckles popped as I squeezed the steering wheel tighter.
Like the night I killed
Reality
your father.
withdrawal was seeping in.
You're here, in front of
It had to have
only
been because I was
of this
getting
man.
angry. beyond angry. I lunged forward and bit the steering wheel hard, sinking my teeth into the soft plastic and shaking my head back and forth like a dog. My gums began to bleed. I could taste it on my tongue. I drew my head back and stared at myself in the rearview mirror. Blood dripped from between my lips, and the reflection was dark, and I couldn't see my eyes, but they must have been there because I could see my crimson teeth smiling back at me. I was parked in someone's driveway. I don't remember how I ended up there. I didn't even know where I was. It was a ranch-style house, dusty red with cream-colored shutters that reminded me of my teeth. Half hidden in the shadows of the passenger footwell was the hammer. It was black with old blood and what looked like curd, but was secretly something else. I was sure of it. I reached across the seats and grabbed the handle and picked it up. It looked at me, and I looked at it, and we both nodded in some unspoken agreement that I didn't understand, but it seemed good enough for the hammer. I walked up the sidewalk lined with flower beds. The door was lit by a single bulb surrounded by a tempest of moss and squiggles that blurred when I tried to focus on them. I pushed the button nearby and could hear the chime of the doorbell echoing in the house. No answer, so I pressed it again. An older man opened the door a few inches and looked at me with eyes of half closed against the brightness of the bulb. I smiled at him. I could feel my sticky blood between my lips and watched his eyes widen right before I swiftly shouldered my way past him and into the house. I shut the door behind me. The man had fallen on his back hard and was gasping for breath. I fell upon him, straddling his chest and swinging the hammer like a conductor's baton, swift, fluid motions that felt choreographed, like I was a puppet made to dance, a wooden, unreal boy. But when the hammer connected and I felt the vibration of the blow travel up my arm, the gates opened, and I was plugged in. I could smell fear in the urine that had spread out from beneath him. I resisted the urge to lengthen my neck muscles and strike forward with my head like a viper. I wanted to bite him, to clamp down and pull, but didn't, because I may be a god, but I'm not an animal. A soft voice that was probably his wife's called from the hall, and I ran toward him, swinging the hammer with abandon, not even bothering to aim, and I think I was screaming, but it might have been the woman or no one. I didn't even know what I was hitting. She was just a mass of flesh in the dark, and I was the hammer, and I pounded her. Blood rained down in hot sprinkles on my face like sparks from a welder's torch. A drop in my eye. A drop landed in my eye, and I blinked, and wondered that if there had been light to see by, would I have seen the world in red for just a second? The heap on the floor was me, and I was not. I was celestial. The dark was pushed back, and I could see everything clearly. The woman was awful, in a nightgown, overripe fruit that had fallen from a tree and burst. I sensed a heartbeat from further down the hall, and I walked through the mess and felt it squishing beneath my toes, and it was hot, and I realized I hadn't worn shoes. My door stood half open. A door stood half open, and I used my hammer to push it further, the wet metal leaving a thin trail of blood on the wood. There was another woman here. Edith, the man's mother. I knew that then, or I know that now. I don't know which. She was lying in bed, illuminated by a TV showing static, looking at me with rheumy eyes. I took the last few steps to stand by her, and my hands were shaking. She asked me in a whisper if I were him, and I said I didn't know, but I might be. It was hard to say. Edith reached her frail arm up and grasped my hand, and her skin was like tissue paper. She squeezed my hand, and I raised the hammer in my other hand. She was whispering that it was okay. I felt the universe pull away from me, hooked and reeled in by her whisper. I swung just once, and the hammer went through her skull, and I felt nothing but confusion. There was no revelation, no epiphany, and on the white white screen of the TV, the word disconnected stood 4 inches tall in bold black letters. I ran. That was some time ago. Time is funny in my hall closet, and I'm not sure of the date now. Eons may be passing as I sit here talking into my phone, recording this for a reason that I used to know but I've forgotten. There could be dinosaurs walking down my street right now, causing potholes from just under his feet, but I wouldn't know. The universe may have reached the limits of its expansion, and is now snapped back like a rubber band, reversing time on its course, collapsing on itself once again. All is quiet here. All is still. My phone is a tiny light, slowly charging from green to red. It blinks at me, its charge running out, and I want to cry because I know exactly what it feels like. My empathy for my phone's light is complete and all-consuming. We're both blinking, and we'll both die, but I don't know which of us will go first. Now you've seen the butcher. But when the god of rot and stench consumes me, when he breaks me down to my tiniest elements, I will be reborn as his avatar, his son, a walking statue of fly-blown meat, and then you've seen the butcher. And when I return, I'll see you too. And that was So You've Seen the Butcher, written by Ryan Harville.
I think it's a good story. Hold on.
Yeah,
this is the furthest I've ever been in my fucking life. Alright. Fantastic story. I mean, obviously it's a bit morose.
Lock in real quick. For audio listeners again.
Alright. We were saying? This is bad because the moment I get back into it, I'm about to get decked in the fucking face.
Oh, 100%.
But we need it. Well, I think it was a good story. Did he end up killing? So he killed a man and then his wife, right?
He killed his man, his wife, and the man's mom.
Oh, so 3 people.
3 people, and then he killed.
Well, no, I know he killed a drug dealer and then the drug dealer's roommate, which is kind of a wild switch up because usually, from my experience, it's always the roommate is the one playing video games, not the other way around. But I mean, I think it's a good story. There's nothing wrong about it. I mean, I think just the protagonist is cringe, but I think that's kind of the point.
Yeah, it's cringe because he doesn't understand that his way of communicating can come off as awkward, right? Well, not awkward.
No, just very it's just very selfish, and obviously where he's making himself the good guy, the guy we're all supposed to relate to. And main thing is he's putting himself up. He's like, well, I'm so cool. I don't need to have friends. God fucking damn it, dog.
Alright, yeah, 100%. Something I really love about this story is its use of metaphors. I like the whole using the TV screen to indicate his mental state.
I didn't even catch that. Good job, dude. I didn't see that. Would you elaborate on that, if you would?
Oh yeah, 100%. So, if you remember just quickly, the first time he gets this urge, he's sitting at his cubicle, and it says in connection.
Yeah, he's trying to see the pixels moving.
Feed disconnected. That's what it says. And then he realizes in this moment that there's a smell that he needs to follow, and that's when he meets Julie. And then back at the apartment, the drug dealer's apartment, when he is watching the roommate play video games in the living room, he looks at the TV and he says the roommate must see a game, a battle, a quest, or a puzzle, but I see the words establishing connection in big black letters. And then finally, when he's killing the dude's mom, she's sleeping in front of the TV, and he looks at the TV and it said the word disconnected.
This is.
So I like the use of slowly detaching, and I like the use of coming to a point of such elation that it feels like the cosmos are in his hand, molded like putty. But yeah, I really like it. Also, yeah, again, the similes, the metaphors, the things relating to it, right? I like the constant flow of building anxiety and building building tension, you know? And I think it has a good payoff.
Yeah,
Also,
100%.
the fact that he's in his closet just recording this is funny to me.
Other than that, I want to say this is bullshit, dog. This is 100% bullshit. I've been trying to beat fucking Sifu for like 2 to 3 years now, dog. And this is the fucking this is the perfect ending. This is the canonical ending. This is the good ending. The good ending you die in.
I was just about to ask.
I died.
Okay. And you're okay with it?
No, I mean, so what happens is, like, obviously, Wuda is a Chinese term, basically trying to be, it's yin and yang, right? Being at peace with everything. The whole thing was about, in this game, was about, like, you know, forgiving the people who you know, killed your master. You go on into this entire fucking arc going down and taking down these guys. But you're supposed to spare them. That's how you get the good ending, the ending you just saw. I didn't know that. I've been trying to spare myself the ending this whole time, dog. What a fucking waste. I should have fucking stopped that motherfucker. I could have put a hole through his goddamn chest. But back to the story. I mean, I think it was a great story. I think the writer did a good job. I mean, yeah, I didn't even notice those similes, obviously, because I was locked and a bit distracted. That's on my part. My bad. But, I think it was good. I think it was a fantastic story. I think we were able to see how this man thinks, which is very nice and refreshing, because, like, or else, you know, this is just a mindless killer who's... I kind of don't like how he's... Do they ever say, like, how he can just smell these things? Because he seems like he's picking out victims by their smell.
Yeah, it just says that one day it came to him. The smell of wet leaves and rotten meat. Which, by the way, wet leaves smell great. Rotten meat smells terrible. Continue.
See, I thought that was, like, the case because, like, alright, wet leaves, bay leaves, right?
Yeah.
That was my mentality. And then, like, rotting meat, I was like, oh, you're at a butcher shop, right? So, like, technically all that meat is fucking rotting.
I like the constant repeating of themes, wet leaves and meat, the whole disconnecting. I like how he wrote his thought process. It makes sense in the story. But yeah, that was Ryan Harville, the author, has written 3 stories on CreepyPastaStories.com, but I know for a fact he's also written a bunch of short stories for the YouTube audio series Chilling Tales for Dark Nights. So go and check him out there. Yeah. What did you think of the 2 stories just generally?
They were great, dude. I think you fucking knocked it out of the park. I definitely like this one more than I like the first one.
That's fair.
Just because this one's a little bit longer.
That's 100%. That's fair. And it's such a visceral story, and it pulls you in, even though you sit there going, "Alright, dude, alright, you're cool, I guess." And then he comes out of nowhere and kills someone. You go, "Oh, okay, I'm sorry."
Like, I didn't know you were. Hey, man, you're cool. You're cool. Hey, we all think you're cool.
We all think you're cool. Calm down.
This guy's so cool.
But yeah, anything else you want to add?
What did he fucking say to get fucking Julie in? To this,
right
like,
into an abandoned building.
Yeah, dog. Like, honestly, it probably was like a layup. She probably did all the work.
Oh, 100%.
Because it sounded like she was, you know, sad and depressed because, you know, she's an adult having a full life.
Yeah, with 2 children, one in high school, one in college. It's just crazy. I want to see what this man looks like. Like, he has to be at least a good-looking person, or at least attractive enough, you know?
I'm saying he's probably like average.
Average is good, but average doesn't get you an abandoned building.
I mean, no, but horny does, and that's the thing.
That's extremely fair. You know what?
Like, we've all done stupid stuff because, I mean, all the cringy shit that like what on r/nice guys this comes from a horny place. These guys were horny as fuck, being like, no, if I say this, it'll definitely work. She'll like that. There's no way she's gonna think I'm creepy or being overbearing or overstepping any boundaries.
Like, this will be perfectly fine.
Yeah. When you're a horny dog, you can convince yourself of anything. Like I just told you, like it's like I don't know, dude. How long into my jack session am I before I gotta go check that noise? It's pretty, yeah.
I love how we've circled that.
Yeah, dude, that's right. Call back, because that's what the
Callback to
professionals
the
do, baby. And we're professionals.
We're professionals.
All right, counter. You're in a dark alley, and then you see this happening. What do you do?
What do I do?
Do you even help? I mean, which side do you help? This guy seems to be doing just a great job. I might stop this guy because I'm like, yo, dude, obviously this guy has started a problem.
This guy's got it. He looks like he's on a revenge path.
100%, dog.
What he's doing.
Oof.
Now, question. After doing all this, he, like, does the over-the-shoulder look at you, and he says, do you have an issue?
That's when my eyes, for the first time ever, they split. They all look around. I'm like, I can't. Actually, sir, I'm blind. I can't see anything.
I'm half blind in this eye. I'm 43% blind in this eye.
I'm actually blind in this eye, and I can't even see you, sir. If I'm being completely honest with you.
I forget English. I'll be real. I forget English. You know what? I wouldn't be ashamed. I pissed my pants a little.
After this fight, probably 100%.
Yeah. You know what? You see this man right here. You see this man go to town on average-looking ass people. I'm not even there. I see it and I go, oh, I have business elsewhere.
I have business elsewhere. I don't know. We need to be here. All right. I think that's a good place to end it. Hold on before we go.
Yeah,
oh shit, never mind. I was gonna do a sign off. Can't do that. There we go. Perfect.
Yep.
Signed off. Hold on. Alright. And just like that, you survived another transmission from 89.9 The Void.
Thanks for diving into the weird with us, from Reddit rabbit holes to gaming news black holes.
If you enjoy the chaos, hit that follow button before the reality sets back in.
We'll be back next broadcast with more stories, more nonsense, and probably fewer brain cells.
So, stay strange, stay curious, and don't forget to tune in next time to The Void.
The Void.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks.